Hi everyone. So it's been a while and I really apologize for the lack of videos in the past uh, weeks. But I I will be honest, I got distracted by a lot of things and kind of dealing with some other things as well. But as it seems like my winter break is coming to an end, I wanted to make sure that I have something for you guys so that I have something at least positive that I can end everything on before I jump into the new semester, which I will not lie is going to be so busy. And it will probably be when I have a chance to, I will make one. And if I don't, then I cannot say when uh, the next one will be. But I will be making a update video. If it comes out before this, then I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But if it comes after, then it will be explaining some upcoming things in my life. So stay tuned for that. And I wanted to actually you get this video out because this is a top 10 list that I've been having around for a while. I'm having around great English that has been laying around for a long time. And I do not know exactly how this idea came to me that I wanted to do this. So, I guess I was bored and I'm like, alright, let's go with this topic. And that's when I decided I'm gonna do the top 10 guilty pleasure anime for myself. Now, I do not mean anything related to hentai or sex. I basically mean in this way of guilty pleasure is it's a show that may not be on my top 10 favorite anime list of shows that I absolutely love 100%, but they're shows that for some reason I will always go back to it if I need to either be cheered up or if I feel like having a laugh. And there's something about these shows that made me really happy to be watching them. And they kind of remind me that I watch anime for a certain reason. And as we go through the list, I will hopefully be able to not only give you guys a glimpse into how what type of person that I am, but also into shows that you should try. And if you don't like them, it's completely up to you. So, just a quick warning, I am sorry if I butcher any names, or if I do not mention any names, just because I am very bad at pronouncing names. But, sorry, it's kind of cold in here. Um, but I will try to respect the anime as well, as it should be respected. And let's just jump right into it. So, I wanted to start off with a honorable mention, and I put this in about 5 minutes ago, only because it came to mind as a show that I always keep coming back to, I don't know why. If I start one episode, I seem to like to watch all of them. So, oh yeah. Also, I completely forgot when I'm with guilty pleasure anime for me. It's anime that I can absolutely keep on rewatching, and I will not get bored. Sorry about that, but I don't know how, but for my honorable mention, I have the Wolf Girl and Black Prince. Now, this show is about a young girl named Erica who lies to her friends about having a boyfriend when she goes to take a random picture of a guy just to say, oh, this is my boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. She takes a picture of one of the hottest guys in the school, probably the hottest, and she asks if he would be, her pretend boyfriend. However, things turn on her when he becomes a sadistic fake boyfriend who kind of treats her like a dog. This show has 12 to 13 episodes, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's dubbed. From what I've seen, I haven't found anything dubbed. I've only found it subbed. And this is a show that you can probably find anywhere. I think I actually found this on YouTube, and it was actually weird. But when I first watched this show, I absolutely did not like it. Yes, I did like the romance aspect. I like that um everything turned out happy in the end, but the relationship between the two characters and also with one of the side characters, um it just really threw me off, and it's a type of relationship where you do not want to have it happen to you, and it kind of just brought like a bad feeling to me. So for the longest time, I didn't like, if anyone told me about this show, I would say, "Oh, it's a terrible show," blah blah blah, and I would tell them about what it does, and people will normally agree with me. But as the years went by, I found myself coming back to certain moments and episodes, and I realized once you get past it, it's not a bad show. It's actually really good. It's just the sadistic part that really throws me off. Even though I kind of like sadistic characters. So, if you definitely want to have a go at this one, absolutely head on, try it. It's really good. Okay, next up, number 10, Inazura na Kiss. This is maybe, I don't think so, probably the second oldest on this list. I don't remember what I put on the list, so I may be a little bit off. But this has about 25 to 26 episodes. It is about a young girl. I do not know her name. I completely forgot. Her and her dad, uh, their house collapsed and completely destroyed. So, luckily, her dad moves in. Like, they move in with a colleague of his who also has two sons. One who is her age, the other is a young kid. But the story basically revolves around her relationship with the older brother. And what I liked about this show was it's one of the only shows that I found that go from high school to college to adults. And it took an interesting turn when it went to medical. And it ended up being half of the show was finding out about things to do with medical school, and I took that as I'm absolutely interested in seeing an anime that will tackle this in such a manner. And the romance is really cute, even though the animation may seem a little bit off to some people. If you like romance, comedy, and drama, and seeing a relationship completely built between two characters, I absolutely say check this out. It's not in dubbed, it's in subbed, and I actually found this all on YouTube, so if you don't like doing any of the other sites, then you can check out YouTube. Next, number 9, Huson. This has about 13 episodes. It is in sub and dub, and it is about a young girl, well, not young, about a woman named Yankumi, or that's what her students call her. She wants to be a teacher, so she ends up being a math and homeroom teacher at an all boys delinquent school. And like everyone gives her a hard time and they're really rough with her, but what they don't know is that she's actually a upcoming Yakuza boss. So she's really tough, and it's basically a story about how a girl who, yeah, she may be put to do this, but she's following her own dream, she's giving it a shot, while also trying to struggle with having to deal with herself and trying to hold herself back from being at like what she was raised to be. The humor is actually really crude in this. It's a show that I would not watch around children, or probably your parents. Do it by yourself, or your significant other, or friends. And I recommend doing it in the dub if you want to hear like really like delinquent, like kind of pathetic character voices, because that's how I see it as. And kind of like, not like a gangster, but like a thug voice for some reason. I thought it would work really well in dub. And I was pleasantly surprised by this. And do not let the opening get you. You have to really get into it. Because the opening, for some fucking reason, the characters have a different animation style to them. And I don't know why. It just looks really dumb, but the song is really catchy. So, if you like comedy, crude comedy, and a hint of drama in school, then please, please go get this. Okay, number 8, Yamiro Patissier. We're going to move away from the thug and all that to a show which I never thought I would absolutely love to death. I think it has 151 for their first season, and then they have 13 for their second season. But it's about a girl, oh my god, Yumino Amu? If I'm saying that correctly. She has a fantastic palette, and she gets recruited to go to a patissier school, and at first people did not think she can do anything, and she gets paired up with the sweet princes, which all have a special talent in their own field. But when a sweet spirit shows up and kind of helps her out with the baking skills, then she really starts to blossom into the real patissier that she wants to be. This is one of the only shows that me and my sister absolutely bond over, and we love the cute animations. I love the food aspect, where she is more like fairies and all that, and like cutesy. So it, as much comedy as it is, there's actually a lot of drama and heart-wrenching moments in this show, and I'm so happy they made 2 seasons out of this. It's not in subbed, no, it's not in dubbed, it's in subbed, and I think you can also find this all on YouTube, if I'm correct. But, what made me, like, really like this is probably the first anime that I've watched that was not mainstream. This was probably, I looked through the cracks and I found this one. And I am so happy I did. It was a hidden gem. Even though nowadays I will not go for something that has like the sweet spirit element because I just don't like fairy thing, like magical girl things for I don't know why. And yet that will come and bite me in the ass later on in this top 10 list. But if you like food, desserts, sweet creatures, and romance that you actually have to really guess about who she ends up with, check this out. Number 7, Say I Love You. Probably my all-time favorite romance anime because it seems like the most realistic romance anime. Um, it's about Mei Tachibana, who is kind of hated by everyone, and she's really a loner. But when she accidentally kicks the popular boy Yamato in the hand, they start. He takes a interest in her and starts to fall in love with her, and it's a story that we see really blossom. There are 13 episodes in sub and dub. I have seen both, and I recommend anyone, but I kind of grew attached to the dub just because it seemed a little more natural to me than in the Japanese version. And I think I just felt a lot more pain from the characters than I did in the other voices. And I think this is, other than another show that's way later on this list, which I don't want to spoil, this might probably be one of the first romance ones that I have watched. And it got me into the romance and school setting for a show. So if you like romance, drama, school, and also no spiritual, supernatural, this is like just straight up real, go or Say I Love You. It also has a live action movie, which, personal opinion, I do not like. It, there is something missing, the emotion is not really there. So if you ever heard of this and you want to figure out if you want to see the live action or the anime, go for the anime. It's so nicer. Wow, so nicer. Great. Good job, me. But next, number 6. Yawamushi Pedal. Now this is a shocker to probably anyone who really knows me. Almost. I love my sports anime. I do. They are precious, and even though I have a hard time finishing shows at the moment, this is one that I have seen the first season of. I have not yet to see all of season 2 yet. They're coming out with a season 3, so I really have to hurry up. But it is about a boy, Ondo? No, not Ondo. Odon. Odon Sakamichi. It's been a while since I've seen this. And he's a huge, anime fan, otaku. And when he finds out that the anime club at the school that he attends is not really working out, or they decided not to really, like, open it and they close it down, he takes an interest into cycling. And other than Overdrive, this probably helped bring out the cycling sport, because Overdrive, it was a older bicycle cycling anime, but it hasn't received as much popularity as this. The characters are, this show, okay, the characters of this show, they're all really weird and unique, but they all blend in together to help make a very solid cast. But this is, I think, I don't, I feel bad if I say it like this, but I have a feeling this show helped bring out more of the sports anime feel for me. And before this, I have seen other sports anime. I have seen like a few episodes of them, or I've read a few of them. But this is probably the first one that I have completed a season for. Since a lot of other seasons are really long. I could absolutely be like incorrect, but I'm pretty sure this helped me embrace the sports anime feel. Since I think Free came out before this, and I was not really into that one. But this I saw this in high school, and every time a new episode came out, and I was in choir, and we got a break, I would sit down in the corner with my phone, and I would just watch their episodes, and I will cry. It's very touching and actually emotional because as someone who used to play a sport, not cycling, but as someone who used to play a sport, I know the pain that they go through if they have an injury or a hard challenge or a tough opponent. So it really gets to me when I see it done in such a style as anime. But not only that, but also the fact that anime has helped clarify sports. Maybe not in the best way, but it helps people understand it so that if you want to do it, you can do it. Look at Yuri on Ice now. There are so many people who want to go ice skating. Bam. But the show also has a lot of comedic moments, and that also brought me into the show more. And it wasn't just serious cycling, blah blah blah. It had so many moments where you could not stop laughing. And I think what made this more special for me was I connected with the main character a lot because we both are diehard anime fans. We both kind of felt like the type of person that really couldn't have any or couldn't make any friends, and we had to like push on and really make it to our goal and to really help everyone else. So I actually find the character really rememberable for me, and that makes me overjoyed that I can find a character like this. And this is probably one of the only shows that there's a character that I do not like, which is very, very rare for me. I always have that one character that I'm like, I think I don't like him. But anyway, number 5, Princess Jellyfish. I was introduced to this show by a friend of mine, my best friend, and very quickly, sorry, Ramushi Pedal, about 26 episodes for season 1. There's no dub as far as this point. Back to Princess Jellyfish. I was introduced to the show because I was over her house and she basically said, "Hey, I found a new show. There's a character in it that I think is you, and I want you to watch it." And I said, "Alright." And I asked about how is it like me, and she would not say. And we're seeing episode 1, and the character Mayaya pops out, and I'm like, oh no, this is me 100%. And if I were to be a combination of characters, she would be in it, along with Odon, and a character from Kimi no Toge, which I don't remember her name at the moment, but the three of us kind of make the perfect me. And it's really weird, but it happens. But, it is about a young girl named Tsukimi who lives in a apartment complex, and I don't remember the name of it. Oh my god, I can't remember it. But it's basically for people who are kind of like, or girls who are outcasts. They're all like in their own special way, unique. Mayaya is like big with the whole samurai and all that. Tsukimi is jellyfish. Um, not Bon. Oh my god. There's one who is all about trains and has an afro and is like the tomboy. One who loves old men, and one that loves like sewing and like not katanas, kimonos and like dolls. And she comes across someone who is technically in her mind a stylish, or someone who is really pretty, fashionable, all that. And usually when she's around them, they get really, like, she gets really embarrassed and she doesn't know what to do, turns into stone, blah blah blah. But the Bastanisha takes a liking to her and ends up wanting to know more about her and where she lives. They go back and worse, like, everything calms down, and she soon realizes that the girl that helped her out the other day is a guy. So it's basically the relationship between the two of them, and also about their fashion dreams. And the show, it connected to me because I relate to the fact that everyone's like that tight nerd character. You don't know how to really deal with anything, and you just kind of need to really relax and learn to be yourself more. And I just thought that I can see me and my friends being every single one of these characters, and it made me laugh so hard. And I own this on DVD, by the way. It's really, really good. So, yeah, it's on this list for a reason. Um, I don't know if I said this already. There are 13 episodes. Not 13. There's either 11 to 13 episodes. I remember the show being really, really short for some fucking reason. And it should really have a sequel. I'm, like, on that bandwagon of we need a sequel for this show. But, it is in sub and dub, but I have seen some of sub. I saw all of dub. Dub is really hilarious, and I recommend it so hard. Do not do sub, do the dub. It's so much better. So, I think I have to end it here and make this into 2 parts, just because my camera is dying. So, I could either continue on, see how far I make it, and make everything really short, or end it here, make 2 parts, and then get irritated later on that I have to put up 2 things, but I'm fine with that. So, I will see you guys in the next video where we will go through 4 through 1, and we'll see what happens. Bye.